What's going on, guys? This is the Red Rogue, and today we're back with another episode of Taming Torghast, where I go over one of the many end bosses of Torghast in under 3 minutes. We'll be encountering Observer Zelgar this time. From what I can tell, some of these bosses can spawn in more than one wing of Torghast, so to give you a frame of reference, this footage was taken from the Soul Forges on Layer 8. This boss has 3 abilities he will use, so I'll go over those first. Focused Blast is a simple 1.5 second cast that deals shadow damage, and this guy basically uses it non-stop. Interrupts and crowd control moves do work on him, so feel free to stop as many of these as you want or are able to. If you come across the Crown of Obstinance generic anima power in your Torghast run, then I highly recommend picking it up, as it will slow these casts down quite a lot, which makes them far less of a hassle and quite a bit more manageable. His biggest and most lethal move is Aerial Strikes. This will cause a bunch of white splotches to appear on the ground, and if you get hit by even one of these, it's almost guaranteed you'll die. I even tried to use Feint just to see how hard they hit on Layer 8, and yeah, unless you have some absurdly large health pool, it'll probably one-shot you, so make sure to stay out of these and run away from them immediately. His final move is Ocular Beam, which is a channeled cast that deals shadow damage and knocks you back over and over and over. This is quite annoying and will frequently knock you out of melee range or could interrupt your spell casts, so I would stun, interrupt, or find a way to CC him during this cast if possible. It does a pretty good amount of damage too in a relatively short period of time, so if you're already low on health when this cast goes off, it could potentially kill you if you don't stop it, since the cast will follow you even if you try to move. Zelgar will also continuously gain stacks of unnatural power, which gives a 10% movement speed and damage buff every 10 or so seconds, so this does become a bit of a race against time so that you don't get hit too hard by his spam casted moves. Obviously, your individual Torghast run will vary based on class, spec, covenant, and just luck of the draw with anima powers, but your big things to take away from this information is to always avoid the aerial strikes no matter what, and ideally stun or CC Zelgar during his Ocular Beam if possible. His standard Focused Blast cast is spammed basically non-stop, so if you can get him to stop those, that would be ideal as well, but it's very unlikely that you'll be able to stop literally every single one just because he uses the moves so consistently. I hope this quick breakdown of the Observer Zelgar fight proves useful to you, and if so, then maybe consider leaving a comment or a like, or checking out the rest of my Taming Torghast series, or the other videos I do on WoW-related things that I upload every weekday. Lastly, a quick thank you to all of my regular viewers, commenters, subscribers, and especially my patrons, who all help make these Shiba Shenanigans possible. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the Red Rogue, and I'll see you guys around.